On today's episode of Know Your Body, we welcome Kamila Davies, model and entrepreneur. You may recognize her from the runway or as a fitness guru, but we know her best as a patient.
All right, so I'm here with Kamila Davies, model, future Victoria's Secret runway model.
That's the dream. It's the goal.
So tell me about how you started getting into modeling. Walk me through that journey.
Okay, well, it's been quite a journey. From what I can remember, I was like 9 years old. I started doing pageants and everything, and I was very young, so I was like always very on stage. I did theater, and I always had like a passion for that. And then I transitioned into doing acting, so I was on like The Modern Family, like that TV show. I did an episode for that. I did a web series. I went to Cannes Film Fest. I did a movie called The Last Gay Romantic Comedy. So I did a lot of acting stuff. I was on a Target magazine when I was like 10 or 11. And overall, all these accomplishments just made me, grow more and more in a love for modeling and everything. And in the end, I transitioned into doing modeling full time. I don't really do acting anymore.
Do you miss it?
I do, but I would say that like modeling has just been like my main thing my whole life. So I would say I prefer to do modeling, but acting's really fun. Like it's really fun to get to like play different roles, and put yourself in different settings and all of that. And there was like a lot of acting jobs I did too, where it was like improv. So there wouldn't be a script, you just have to go into the moment and like act on how you feel. So I think all that's really cool. But yeah, now I just do modeling full time, and this year so far has been very busy, so it makes me happy.
That's great.
Yeah.
When you were on Modern Family, what role did you play?
I was a small role. I was on Guns N' Roses. That was the episode. I can't remember. Like I said, I think I had like one line, but like, you gotta start somewhere.
How did you find that gig, or how did you go to?
My mom was very supportive, and she got me a manager when I was like 10 years old. I booked my first Mercedes-Benz documentary. And every job I went in for, I was booking. So I moved to California and I started doing it full time, and I was going to like 4 castings a day. But yeah, so that's pretty much how I did it.
That's fantastic.
Casting, yeah.
And so are you still with that same agent that you had?
No.
Okay.
No, there's been so many different periods. I've been like so many different agencies in like, Miami, New York, LA, and not all of them are necessarily like the right fit. Like there's some agencies that are so oversaturated that they have so many girls that they don't prioritize you. So I felt like in a lot of situations like that, I wasn't getting the work that I really desired, and it made me move on to finding other representation.
Do you have different agents in different cities?
That's how it works, yeah. And if you have a mother agency, they're normally like your main manager.
Okay.
And they that's their job to get you different agencies in all the different states.
Oh, I see.
You're only allowed to have one agency per state, and then one mother agency that kind of runs all of it.
Oh, interesting.
You don't have to have a mother agency. Right now I don't. I just have an agency in LA and that's it. But I'm getting new representation in New York soon, so that's what I'm working on currently.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
When you select agencies, one of the things you look for is they're not oversaturated. That's actually a really, really good point.
Yeah.
What other attributes do you look for?
I would just say like, what brands they're working with, and how they really like present themselves and like talk to me and everything, and show they're really interested. I've had some agencies I went into and it was like a meeting to potentially be signed with them when they told me like cut my hair and get bangs and do this and like try to change my look. So I would say having someone who really believes in me for me.
That's great.
Yeah.
What was your most interesting gig that you've done so far?
Oh, most interesting. I did one when I was like little, and it was like I was in a horror movie and I had to pretend I was a possessed child. I had to like crawl on the ground and like do all these crazy things and crazy sounds, and like I don't think I could do it now. Don't have me do this, no, please. But like I would say that, and then the most like now currently I would say Guess is like the biggest achievement. That's like making me really happy. I'm working for them full time, and then I just been getting booked with all these different brands, and the thing that really makes me happy overall is like once I work with a brand, they book me again and again, which shows me I'm really doing a good job and that it's like developing a long-term relationship there. So yeah.
What is, for folks that don't know, what is a good job? What is doing a good job of modeling?
Doing a good job, I would say being professional on set, getting the job done. Don't be on your phone. Like when you change, shoot, like it's a rhythm that you just have to keep going. Like don't just, sit around taking breaks. So I would say that's the main thing, is like going in with a good mindset, good energy, get along with everyone, be easy to work with, and professional.
Have you worked with anybody that's been kind of inspiring to you or mentor to you during this whole journey so far?
Not really. I meet really amazing people along the way. Like every team that I've worked with, I feel like there's always like, people that you build connections with, and you end up working with them over and over again in different settings and situations. Yeah. I know obviously like, it's a small world. If someone's looking for a makeup artist or something, I have obviously some makeup artists in mind that I've worked with that I really enjoyed working with. So I'd like recommend them and stuff. So I wouldn't say no one that's really mentored me, but I would just say I meet like really good inspirational people along the way.
That's great. have you mentored or brought anybody along the way, or have you given advice to other girls that want to do this?
I would say I definitely have when it comes to like Miami Swim Week and like walking the runway and everything. I'm definitely giving advice and just saying like overall be confident, be yourself, have fun with it. It's like nerve-wracking, but once you're doing it, like you don't want it to end. But I haven't I haven't done any like full-on mentoring before, so I would be open to it though. I think it'd be fun.
Of all the events that you've attended, whether you've been in it or as a spectator, what has been the most interesting one to you and why?
The most interesting, I would say when I came out with my bikini line in Swim Week last year, it was an amazing moment. I've been working on it for literally like a year. Yeah, my own bikini line. I worked on it for like a year. It was in collaboration with this other like bikini line called Montage Swim. So they were basically picking 10 designers. Each girl got to make their own collection entirely, and they were like helping you make it come to life essentially. My girlfriend Christy actually, she was doing the music, so she, did the whole thing, and it was like a whole hour set, and they're running behind like on actual show day. So right before my bikini line went out, like the music stopped.
Oh no!
Completely. So we had to walk in silence. So that was a very interesting moment, but it was still so fun overall, and like it was like such a special moment. But yeah, that was probably one of the craziest.
Is that something you want to keep doing, to design your own clothing or design your own swimwear?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely something that I have a passion for. Like I wouldn't say it's like my main thing. Like I have a travel company also called Let's Fly right now, and I'm also working on a booty program called the Booty Agenda. So I say I have a big passion for health and fitness, cooking, eating healthy, and working out. I love working out. So I always get people ask me how to grow a booty and like what I do in the gym. So I'd love to train other girls and into helping them achieve that.
Give us some tips around the Booty Agenda so folks that want to know the Booty Agenda know what to do.
Yeah, the Booty Agenda is essentially going to be a 12-week booty program where you train your legs 3 times a week, and you can do hamstring and booties one day, and then a quad and booty, and then a glute isolation. So I split this up. Sometimes I only get 2 workouts in a week, but as long as you're doing 2 to 3, I make it super easy to follow. It's beginner friendly. So yeah, you got to start somewhere.
What are some of if you had to pick 2 exercises to get that Booty Agenda, what exercise would those be?
I would say hip thrusts and RDLs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the other things that I would do for my booty.
Do you work out? Do you train your booty?
I do.
Yeah.
Having a strong everything is important.
I agree, for sure.
Including your booty.
A strong foundation overall.
That's right. You mentioned something else that was interesting that I wanted to hit on.
My travel company?
Yeah. Tell me more
Let's
about
Fly
this.
right now.
Yeah, Let's Fly right now.
So my travel company, we specialize in making cinematic content for luxury resorts and brands, hospitality businesses, restaurants, all of that kind of stuff. So we love making experiential content and referring people, to be like, hey, come do this if you're gonna be in Costa Rica or Antigua or Mexico or wherever you're going. So we make it worldwide, and it's super fun, and I love it. I love going to restaurants and trying new foods and just like overall making it a whole experience. So that's what it's all about.
And do you find places or places find you? How does that
Both.
work? Okay.
I have restaurants reaching out to me. I have like resorts and stuff reaching out to me, but I also have to do a lot of outreach. It's a new company too, so it's a work in progress, but it's already made a lot of achievements.
So you're flying all over the place.
Yes.
You're working out your booty.
Yeah.
And you're modeling. How do you have time for all 3 of these things?
It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot, but I'm so grateful, and I love doing all of it. So overall it's fun to me. Like it's not like work,
So walk me through like a normal week for you.
It's honestly, every week is so different that it's like I don't have like a routine every week, which is crazy because I love having a routine, but every day is so different for me. Like yesterday I shot for Honey Birdette, and then today I'm here in Newport doing my CoreViva scan, and then tomorrow I'm shooting for guests, and the next day I'm shooting for this fitness company, and then Friday I'm not even sure I'm doing it, and it was Valentine's this weekend, so I'm gonna enjoy myself this weekend. And then I just got back from San Fran for the Sports Illustrated golf event.
Oh, wow.
So, I just...
You were there for the Super Bowl?
I flew home the day before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get away from the craziness.
Yeah, exactly. It was just for work. Flew in and flew out. But it was my first time in San Fran. It was cool.
Like it?
I didn't really get to see much of it, but it was, a fun day. The weather was not that bad, so it was good.
Good.
Yeah.
SoCal's better.
SoCal, yeah, it's definitely warmer up here right now. I don't know if it's a little colder today. It looks like it might rain, but it is a little colder there.
You've actually lived in a lot of different places before you came to LA. Tell us about that. Actually, tell the audience about your background, because you have a very interesting background.
Yeah.
And then tell us about where you lived and what you liked about different places you lived.
Okay, so this is a long story. I'm gonna start from the beginning. So I was born in Marbella, Spain, lived there till I was about 4 years old. Then I moved to England, lived there till about 7. That's where my mom is originally from, and my grandparents. My granddad's side on my mom's is Welsh, and my grandma's side is Scottish. But my mom was born in Stratford-on-Avon in England. My dad's born and raised in Brazil. Grandparents from Jordan. And I came to America when I was about 7 years old. I actually have 3 passports, so going all over. Lived in Arizona growing up for high school. Lived in LA, lived in Vegas for a short time, and Orlando and Tampa. But I've, pretty much just moved back and forth between America and England 4 or 5 times in my lifetime, I would say. But I haven't been back to England now in about going on 11 years now. Same as about 14 years since I've been to Spain. So it's been a minute since I've been back out there. But yeah, I need to go back. I love it out there. Spain's so beautiful. Yes. I want to go to Barcelona. I want to go to Ibiza. I've never been. Have you been?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
What was your favorite?
My favorite, well, Malaga, but I'm biased.
Oh, right, because you were born out there, of course.
Of all the places that you've lived, where was your favorite?
My favorite, is it okay to say somewhere that I haven't lived? Should be my favorite?
Sure.
Miami, I would say, is probably my favorite. I love LA in so many ways. I've just been here now for 10 years, and I just love the weather in Miami. I love the beach vibe, the tropical, like there's so many cool places out there. I like the nightlife. There's just so many amazing aspects of Miami. I feel like it's close to the Caribbean too, which is really nice. So many beautiful vacation spots. So yeah, I would say if I could live anywhere current day, it would be Miami right
You've
now.
been there in the summer?
Of course.
And you still like it?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in Arizona too. I mean, I'm used to the heat, even though it's a dry heat, but it's still.
But also you get the hurricane season.
That's true. I didn't go out there during that season. I mean, I did, but no actual hurricane was there.
Hurricane comes, go out, and then let me know if you
okay, maybe I should check it out during that time and get back with you.
Still like Miami. And from places that you have lived, where have you liked the best?
I love Arizona and LA, I would say. I mean, England's beautiful too. The weather's just so cold and rainy out there all the time. Like, I like to be somewhere where it's really warm and sunny. And I don't remember Spain as well as I wish I did, unfortunately. So I'm going to say Arizona and LA. I love Arizona. It's so clean. It's where my mom and grandparents live currently. And I grew up out there, so.
Which part of Arizona?
Scottsdale. I live in Tempe now, though. Okay. Yeah, so. Yeah, I feel like Scottsdale's a big part of my life, and it's so pretty out there and clean, and there's so many nice spots out there now. You know, it's really diversified a lot. And then LA, because it's fun, you know, it's LA, like so many cool parts about it. There's a beach, you know, I live and work here full time, so all my friends are out here. So yeah, let's say LA and Arizona.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you stay healthy. You said you work out a lot.
Yeah.
You obviously eat healthy. Are you doing that just to make sure that you look good as a model, or is that just more of I'm a health conscious person?
I'd say both. It's definitely my job. Also, like if I don't work out, I will freak out. Like it like makes me like really depressed if I can't go to the gym. Like if I'm on vacation or something and I missed 3 days, I'll like beat myself about it. I'm like, oh my God, no, I have to work out. So it's like really for me, like mentally, like it just makes me feel really good. Like, you know, mentally. So overall, I would say that's like the main thing is like having a lifestyle where that's normal for you, you know, going to the gym all the time and yeah, I'm prioritizing it.
It's true, because even mornings, you know, I try to work out every morning.
Yeah.
And even mornings, if I don't work out, I just don't feel that good.
You don't feel as good,
right,
you know,
right.
like you don't feel as accomplished, energized. Like there's just like so many mental benefits to it as well as physical, of course. So
strongly agree with that. Speaking about health, so what made you want to come in and get a CoreViva scan?
The thought of getting a CoreViva scan would be really cool because, you know, I haven't had anything checked in a while. And, you know, even though I live a very healthy lifestyle overall, I think it's really good to know what's going on the inside, and I want to live as long as possible. So I felt like CoreViva was an amazing way of finding out more about my health and seeing if there's anything that I need to work on or anything to be concerned about. And, you know, I got some good news today. There's a couple of things I want to work on, obviously. So I would say just getting more insight on overall your well-being from the inside out.
And what did you find most insightful about the scan when we reviewed it?
Definitely what was most insightful was just knowing every part of my body. Like I had some questions and I got some stuff figured out that I, you know, now have peace of mind of. And then also learning those exercises you showed me that I can work on outside of this to make my health even better.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So next steps is we're going to see you as a Victoria's Secret runway model, is that right?
Maybe not this year, but next year for sure.
Okay.
Watch out.
Victoria's Secret, get ready.
Let's do it. I'm coming.
Pleasure talking to you.
Of course. Thank you so much.
CoreViva, know your body.